Good evening, good afternoon, good morning, whatever it is in your local time frame of the world. Welcome to another episode of Final Fantasy XIV from the beginning, where an experienced Final Fantasy XIV player goes back and starts it all over again fresh with a new character to remember what all he's forgotten while playing the later stuff. So we're going to do some more MSQ today. We're going to be talking with Sid. We're going to be getting ready to invade a castle to hopefully go rescue Minfilia. So let's go ahead and get into it and see what we have going on here. We do have Sid here. We also have our helpful friend, Glaumont. We're going to come over here and talk with him first. We'll do things for both. Oh, I got a salute emote. Clean the wax out your ears now, because there's something I want you to do by way of preparation. Plans to have you enter Castrum Century all decked out in Imperial duds. But a disguise is more than just the clothes you're wearing. You also gotta act the part. At the very least, you need to know how to perform a convincing Imperial salute. First impressions everything, as they say. I could teach you to salute myself, of course, but it's best you learn it from the experts. So get yourself near as you dare to Castrum Century and watch the Imperials doing what they do. Okay, so while we go do that, let's go ahead and see what Sid has going for us as well. See if we can't knock these both out at the same time. While Glaumont goes about devising his plan, we need to see some preparation of our own. Wouldn't do if the Imperials were to discover that they're short in armor. To prevent this from happening, I'm going to put together a makeshift communications jamming device. The explanation is like to get a bit technical, so bear with me. Imperial forces communicate at a distance via electromagnetic waves. Simply put, voices are born upon etheric lightning energy that permeates the air. Now, the hill-sized cluster of corrupted crystals to the west has been observed to amplify the self-same energy. By making use of this property, we should be able to drown out the Imperial voices. To ensure that we have enough amplification, we must identify the most potent crystals among the cluster. For this, I need you to go there and use this device to take readings. I'll mark the likely places on your map. Oh, and just so you know, plasmoids are drawn to lightning energy. Don't be surprised if you run into a few. Okay, well before we go do something that might end up in a fight, let's get Carby out. While we're walking over here, I will say I do record these episodes live at twitch.tv/elicnor. So come on out, hang out, see what I get into. Give me some fashion advice, because I know the mechanics of the game, I'm great with combat. I am not a fashion maven. So give me ideas of gear to look for and put together some glamours. Be sure to give the video a like, give the channel a subscribe, and ring ding ring clang that bell so you get notifications when these videos go up and other things appear on the channel. Let's see what we got at this prime location here with the reader. Here nearby bursts of the spark. Plasmoid! Not a graboid, that'd be something else different entirely. Okay. Well, one down, 4 to go. And I'm thinking that Nyx is going to get in my way. No, he's gonna get in my way. He's gonna pull me right over to him. He gave me a good tonguing there. Okay, oh, 3 plasmoids this time. Quick shield up on myself. And my Garuda. Okay, get a little bit of experience taking all these guys down too. Okay. So we had 1 plasmoid at the first one, 3 at the second one. Any guesses how many we're going to get at this one? Absolutely none. Okay. See if we can trigger this one without that Nyx turning around. Okay. Oh, you punk. I was gonna try to get around him and get to the other side of that crystal, but old big beady eyes said, "Nope, come here." Well, now I've got some Gigantone skins I can go sell. Let's see, where's this other prime location? That's way up there. How am I supposed to get up there to get to it? So you gotta make me parkour. Do I need to come up from the other side? Yep. Slightly damaged, ruined home there. Hope they got out before the ground lifted up underneath them. Okay, so just the two had fights. My cute little rhino. Alrighty. There we go. Let's see, we gotta sneak amongst all these guys. Oh. Nope, don't want to be there. Stop! Stop using big heavy-duty attacks on me. I'm supposed to be using big heavy-duty attacks on you. Did you just die already? Thank you. Now, actually, I'm going to give my HP a second to recharge, and while it does, I'm gonna have me some raisins. Alright, and place him down. Titan, go! I missed my big summons. Just being able to summon the big guys. Only got another 50 levels before I can do that. Nothing to report, sir. We have received an anonymous warning that insurgent forces are near. We must redouble our vigilance. I shall recommend that patrols be increased. So usurpers' enemies are around. Patrols need to be increased, but the two people that are right there both leave. So yeah, that's real tight security. Let's leave absolutely nobody here to go recommend we need to leave more people or have more people on patrols. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Man, those mud puppies chase you for a while. And the tongues on those nicks. Wonder who's got a longer tongue, a Nyx or a Lickitung? I mean, I know they use them completely differently, but still. Who has the longer... What's the evolved form of Lickitung? Licky? Yeah, who's got a longer tongue? A Pokemon or a Final Fantasy XIV enemy? Oh. Glamut. So, did you manage to learn the Imperial Salute? No. Best you don't demonstrate. I'm liable to fly into a rage and crack skulls. I'll just take your word for it. I now have that emote. Sark Malark. Oh, you got the actual outfit for me. Let's go report to Sid. And then we'll get that actual outfit. There we go. You have the readings? Excellent. Here, let me see the numbers. Yes, 4 of these crystals should suit our purpose. We probably won't have need of their power. My thanks, Kanan. Okay. Wishes to help me acquire the disguises I need for the rescue mission. You are called Kanan Einvies, yes? I have heard your plight from my friend Galamont. As a fellow adventurer and son of Eorzeaboth, I would offer you my assistance. In order to infiltrate Castrum Sentry, you and your comrades must disguise yourselves as Imperial soldiers. The question is how to go about acquiring the uniforms and helms. There are places a man might purchase them, but individuals who deal in such wares are not the sort to whom you would entrust your secrets. It would be more prudent, I believe, to procure what you need via traditional means, from the bodies of their recently deceased owners. The fortified area before Castrum Sentry never lacks for Imperial patrols. It ought not take long to obtain 3 sets of gear, 1 for each member of the infiltration team, Biggs, Wedge, and yourself. When you have what you need, please return here and allow me to inspect the spoils. Alrighty. Into the Fall Guys Rhino again. I mean, again, I do mount roulette, so it's random which mount I get. But it seems to keep repeating the same mounts in trends every now and then. I mean, granted, I've only got 7. But although 7, you'd think I get more than the same one twice in a row. Oh, I just have that. I know mods for Final Fantasy XIV out there exist out there. I don't have them. I don't have any of them. I would not use them. But I just had a thought of an interesting mod that would, at least for the local player turn all the enemies around. Whoa! So you don't know if you're coming up behind them or in front of them. Just turn random enemies around. Not all of them. So as you're moving through an area like this, again, you don't know if that, are they actually looking away or not. You'd have no way of knowing. So we gotta take out a few Imperial soldiers here. Oh, he stunned me. That was rather rude. You were rude and stunned me, so here, let me kill you. That's only fair, right? There we go, there's another one down. This guy's not nearly as tanky. This is a Lancer. As opposed to a Warrior, so... I'm gonna guess he gave me helms from tank type enemies. So I'm guessing this one's probably going to give me the third helm. And I need to find another Lancer over there. Lancer gave me the uniform. Yep, okay, that's all the helms. So this will be the second uniform. I was 100% certain I got it out of the way of that one in time. I've got my quest completed, but you know what? I'm going to help out this handy Gladiator or Paladin. I'm not sure which they are. Probably, I think, Paladin at this point. They helped me with that with my last one, so I'll go ahead and help them with one of theirs. So now we just head back up and turn this stuff into that little Lala. Again, dodging the frogs. Usually it's the frogs dodging the traffic. Here's the traffic dodging the frogs. Sometimes easier said than done. That one was actually quite easily done. So I don't know why I said that there, but okay. A lightning sprite. Bum, bum, bum. Bum, 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 bum. Sark Malark. Are we able to obtain 3 sets of Imperial equipment? Yep. Damaged as I suspected. In their present condition, I fear these uniforms and helms are like to draw suspicion. They must be repaired, if only superficially. Fortunately, the blacksmith Eingolf at the Diamond Forge in Rowena's House of Splendors should be able to hammer them into shape in no time. I've already sent word ahead, and have been assured that he is expecting you. We have already impressed upon him the need for utmost secrecy as to the nature of your mission. So we got to take the armor that we damaged, attacking the people we just took it off of, and go get it fixed. And I would go ahead and go onto a mount, but I can get a little tight quarters in here. And a mount would take up too much space. So let's see. Oh, no, not that room. This room. Yep. Here. So you're the adventurer Sark Malark sent, are ye? I've been waiting for ye. Now let's see what ye got for me. Bum, 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 bum. I see. Yes. I reckon I can hammer these back into shape for ye. After all, I owe your friend Sark Malark a favor or two. Took good care of old Angolf back in the days before I fell in love with old Rowena, he did. Did you know he's the son of one of the wealthiest families in the Sultanate? I wouldn't expect someone like that to end up in the life he did, but I suppose he always felt the adventurer's life calling him. But here I go blabbering on when there's work to be done. Just hold your horse birds for a moment or two, and the great Angolf will have your gear looking good as new. Smelt. Hammer, good. And there we have it. Won't do you much good in battle, mind ye, but from what I hear, that's not your priority anyhow. Do send Sark Malark my regards, will ye? I know, I'm all over the place with the accents on the voices. Ooh, wait a minute. Artifact equipment. Oh, you can't. Whoa. I can't buy artifact armor from you yet. Probably because I need to hit 50 to actually, get the artifact armor to the first set anyway. Have you had the uniforms and helms repaired? Yes, these will serve beautifully. The great Angolf never fails to impress. The quality of these repairs would fool even a legatus. Thus equipped, you should not have any trouble at all, blending in amongst the Imperial forces. Lest you fear the Garleans might detect your foreignness, foreigners in fact form the greater part of the Garlean invasion force in Eorzea. You see, when the Empire subjugates new territory, it assimilates the people of that land into its armed forces. So the Empire's kind of like the Borg. Got it. In turn, these conscripted forces are sent to subjugate faraway lands. In this way, Garlemald nips rebellion in the bud and expands his territory in one fell stroke. So just, I don't know all the voices for all the NPCs. But also, even just with one NPC I'm having a conversation with, I will switch and change the accents during the very same conversation and reading. With that, my part in your mission is done. I'm full glad to have been of assistance to your cause. Why would I, a wealthy merchant, wish to help you? I know not where you heard such a tale, but believe me when I say that I am but another humble adventurer, one who desires only to act in the best interests of the realm. Okay, it looks... Is he flying? I swear it looks like he's flying in that image right there. Good work getting them Imperial duds. You'll be pleased to hear I haven't been idle myself. It took me long enough, but I finally hatched a plan to get us a suit of Magitech armor. Now, from what I've seen, Castrum Sentry deploys a Reaper for most of its patrols. Trouble is, the patrols themselves are irregular, meaning random routes and random deployments. Hardly any of them come anywhere near Revenant's Toll. So, hoping to coax the Imperials out of their shells, I took the liberty of feeding them a bit of the old false intelligence. Told them insurgents had designs on their stronghold. Tain't far from the truth, now I come to think of it. Any road, we should start seeing more patrols than we have up till now. What you need to do is approach one of these patrols, dressed up in your shiny tin suit, and alert him to the enemy's presence. Having done that, you'll want to lure him as near Revenant's Toll as you can. Like as not, though, they'll be wary of venturing far from their own walls. If they do need a bit of extra encouragement, use this smoke signal here. Filched fresh from an Imperial scout. They'll come running when they see that. And when the cavalry arrives, you hit them hard and make off with their Reaper. Simple as that. If I ain't mistaken, there's a patrol sweeping the perimeter right now, so run along, eh? And don't forget to salute. Actually, I probably should. I'm gonna get myself some Imperial gear on. And let's see. That's the SIPs. Oh, there it is. Imperial salute. Okay. I want to make sure I knew where it was in my vast array of emotes there. What is it? Just about every other time now, this is the amount that's come up. The music is happy and cheerful, but not quite 100% matching the area, and that Nyx had its tongue licking its whole top of its head. I mean, Nyx ladies must be very happy with their tongues that long and coordinated. Okay. There we go. Carry on, soldier. Insurgents gathering to the east, you say? Judging by your description, they are well beyond the perimeter, but I will not have it said I was remiss. You, return to the scene and keep an eye on those insurgents. Should aught go awry, use your smoke signal to call us. Okay. So now we come running over this way. See if we can dodge the mud puppies. Oh, sure. Turn around and I dodge him, but again, that tongue likes to pull you in. There. I was just, do I gotta go up there again? Yeah. Backside of the crystal formation. Open a ramp. And into a solo duty. I said duty. Okay, not quite to the max level for this duty without being synced down, but I'm one level shy. Oh, if you don't mind my joining, seeing as we're seizing advanced weaponry, I thought it best be on hand. Ah, there she is. This is the place, but where's the enemy? Sir, over there! Send in the Reaper. Let us make an example of these insurgents. Okay, I was going to say, I'll just take care of this guy before the reinforcements arrive. One of the reinforcements is a healer. They've got to go. Okay, healer down. Okay. All done. Just keep throwing magic at technology until the technology breaks. Works every time. At last, our very own suit of Magitech armor. Not wishing to look a chocobo in the beak. Does seem rather the worse for wear, doesn't it? We just finished beating the snot out of it. Biggs, Wedge, what's your honest assessment? Well, there's the fact that she's smoking, of course, but looking past that, I'd say she was structurally sound. I don't like the way these legs are buckled. I hate to say this, but the servo mechanism may be damaged. But are those things protected by ilm-thick armor plate? They are, yes. It's odd. The casing doesn't seem to have taken a blow. I suspect we're dealing with a faulty part. Well, whatever it is we're dealing with, we're not resting till it's fixed. Not one wink of sleep. You got that, Wedge? A heart cart chocobo. I heard that. A hall has been set aside for our use in Revenant's Toll. That's where we'll carry out the repairs. Look for us there, Caden. I kind of want to see up close how Caden looks in this uniform. I'm going to put my regular armor back on. Yep. Wedge was flying in that, that picture. Now we know why. And the Magitech armor is limping. Okay, let's get away from this Nyx. Just gonna look and see how Caden looks this year. It's not the skimpiest of uniforms out there, but I can definitely see the Imperial aspect to it. Yeah, okay. Let's put my regular armor back on. This is more designed for my job than that generic armor. And that person that just ran by the chocobo should thank me because I aggroed the Nyx before they could come out. So it was after me, not them. Magitech armor. Sid and the others took it inside. Go on in and join them. Into Sid's wake shop. We now had time to take a closer look at the Reaper. Our preliminary diagnosis was correct. She's structurally sound, but her servo mechanism is faulty. You needn't worry, though. Biggs and Wedge will see her restored to her former glory in no time at all. Give those two something to mend, and they will think of naught else till the job's done. 'Tis a marvelous thing to behold, provided you remind them to visit the privy. And actually, that gave me a weapon coffer, which gives me a book of Electrum. That is a Vitality 12, intelligence. Intelligence goes down a little bit. My magic damage would go down. Even though it is a higher item level, the one I'm wielding is better. So I will stay with the one that I'm wielding. I'm going to go ahead and put that in my armory chest, so I might give it to my retainer leader. And I was going to check something else on my character, but I just forgot what it was. I believe this is a scholar. Yeah. Same job branch as summoner, but goes a healing route instead of a DPS route. Repairs are proceeding apace. It shouldn't be long now before Biggs and Wedge complete their work. There is, however, one small problem. As you may recall, the Machina's servo mechanism was discovered to be faulty. Wedge has subsequently ascertained that the Magitech core which drives it is worn beyond use. Such cores are rather fragile devices which must be replaced at regular intervals. Thanks to the negligence of our Imperial colleagues, however, the one used in this Reaper was long overdue. Alas, we do not have access to a ready replacement here in Mordona, but all is not lost. Wedge thinks he may have identified an alternative solution. Go and see him, would you? He'll explain the details to you. I feel like I needed to kneel down to talk to him. As I believe the Chief has already informed you, the Magitech core is worn beyond use. We need to find a replacement. I thought about having you appropriate more Reapers, but even if the Dunderhead maintenance engineers of Castum Sentry had remembered to replace their cores, we would risk arousing Imperial suspicion. But do not despair, for I believe there is a solution. To substitute the Magitech core with a Mammoth Heart. In case you don't know, a Mammoth Heart can be used to grant sentience to an automaton. By my reckoning, such a device should be more than capable of regulating the armor's servo mechanism. We'll just need to make some minor modifications to the housing unit. I've already placed an order for a first-rate Mammoth Heart with the Goldsmiths Guild. All that remains is for someone to go to Ul'dah and collect it. Oh, and to pay for it. Did I mention how much they cost? No? Well, they typically cost something in the order of, I hope you don't mind footing the bill. It's for a good cause. Yeah, you didn't exactly tell me much of anything useful there. That's not what I wanted to do. That's what I wanted to do. So let's teleport to Ul'dah and go visit the Goldsmiths Guild. Alrighty, so here we are by the Goldsmiths Guild. So let's speak with Serendipity. Hello there. Come to collect a Mammoth Heart, you say? Then you must be here on behalf of Garland Ironworks. I've taken the liberty of picking the finest example we have. A heart fit for a prince among mammoths. Payment? Oh, that won't be necessary. The heart is for Master Alphino's personal use, after all. He notified us a short while ago that his servant would be coming to collect it. I'm his servant now, am I? Hold on here, wait a second. Tender in years though he may be, Master Alphino has been a benefactor of ours since my predecessor's time. The Goldsmiths Guild wouldn't dream of charging him. But here's the Mammoth Heart. May it serve you well. Oh, and please do pass on my compliments to your master. I'll give him your compliments with the backside of my hand. Little step ladder to be able to get up to the workbench. Nice crafting workbench setup, though. Alrighty. Want to go in? Hardly any saying, but try not to be seen. Yeah, like it's real subtle to go in a giant door like that with just a big dude watching it. I don't even see Alphino here anywhere.
Do you have the Mammoth Heart? I can't wait to see if it works. Hurrah! Thank you so much. But this is magnificent. It must have cost an emperor's ransom. Free of charge? Courtesy of Alphino? Coming from an influential family certainly has its advantages. But without further ado, let's give it a try. I've already modified the housing unit, so it should slot right in. There, she's ready. Magitech armor, engage! Or not. Ha ha ha. She just needs a loving tap, I'll wager. Or maybe, like somebody in the pilot seat to actually hit the power button. Or a loving tap. Yes, she's alive!
Alive! Alive! My creation's alive! How very Frankenstein of you.
Let's take her outside and put her through her paces. Caden, would you care to do the honors?
Actually get that as a mount later. I just caught the name of the quest. Every little thing she does is Magitech.
Hop into the pilot seat. We'll begin as soon as you're ready. First, I'd like you to try climbing that tangle of crystals yonder, as far up as you can go, if you please. Oh, and if for some reason you need to dismount, simply come back here and we'll start again. No anomalous movements evident from either leg. Good. Next, jump back down and then sprint north as quick as you can. Leg joints absorbing all impact without incident. Excellent. Please make your way back, Caden. The torso remains stable during vigorous motion. Excellent. And that concludes our test. Thank you for your cooperation.
Notice the pulsing and throbbing hoses around the back end there. It's actually not a bad little piece of equipment.
Here's a summary of my findings. The drivetrain is in sound condition. With some fine-tuning, we can expect noticeable improvement in performance. As for the servo mechanism, I'm afraid it's not nearly as responsive as it should be, and I'm at a loss to explain why. The Mammoth Heart is in pristine condition and should be installed correctly. Perhaps its inner workings are simply too different to operate harmoniously with the armor's other mechanisms. Whereas Magitech cores serve only to conduct impulses, Mammoth Hearts enable automata to process the information collected by their sensors as feelings. Maybe she just doesn't feel like part of the team. In which case, we should do our best to make her feel welcome.
So we will do a /welcome. Click. Alrighty. Actually, might be hitting level 50 here momentarily. Daft as it felt, I gave it my best. I've welcomed myself to a bloody standstill. What were you expecting it to do anyway? Baba, Baba Sakurtzi? No doubt you're wondering why the servo mechanism is so important as to warrant this silliness. Without it, the pilot would be required to control the armor's every movement manually. This would be an onerous task at the best of times and wholly impractical during battle. Using a Mammoth heart in place of the worn Magitech core seemed a promising solution. Alas, the device does not appear to be compatible with Garlean technology. Wedge, are there no other ways we might demonstrate our appreciation to our friend there?
I'm at my wit's end, Chief. She just doesn't seem convinced. We could try a little dance, perhaps, or cheer our heads off.
Imperials, they've come for the armor. Damn it, they have us cornered. There's the Reaper. Taken by the traitor Garland. And is that the Icon Slayer? Oh, bollocks. Call for reinforcements. The hells you will.
Resonate that, so...
Located the Stolen Reaper. Requesting immediate assistance. Respond. Respond! It's no use, sir. There's some sort of interference. Curse you, Garland. No matter. If we can't reclaim it, destroy it. Bloody hells. Caden, protect the armor at all costs. Here we go.
Oh, there's an Equus over there. Oh. Didn't fully realize the target I was fighting had died. But we got him. The Imperials are no more. At least not that group. Chief, look, she moved.
Now she deigns to grace us with her presence. Took us a good while, but we're finally ready. Time to infiltrate Castrum Sentry and rescue our comrades.
There, the finishing touch. Bit of the Garland Ironworks logo on her. See, put some core mechanism in there that's got a little bit of heart. You need to show it some heart before it'll follow you.
The servo mechanism is now fully functional, and all it took was a simple fight to the death. Remind me not to install Amendment Heart aboard the Enterprise, would you? Much as I love her, I'd rather not be required to profess it before boarding. But enough of that. Let's see to our final preparations. Thanks to Biggs and Wedge, the Reaper is as good as new. We're as prepared as we're like to get.
Okay. Just need to go infiltrate Castrom's sentry.
How go your preparations, Caden? We leave as soon as you're ready. Glumwant, you came.
I thought I'd give you a roaring send-off. 'Tis the least I can do for the fine men and women who are about to make my lifelong wish come true.
Well, we'll do our best. It occurs to me, for all the help you've afforded us, we know little and less about you. What did the Empire do to earn your ire? But I fear I've put curiosity before consideration. I quite understand if you'd rather not relive those memories.
No, I don't mind, really. Truth be told, a part of me was itching to tell you my tale. Mind you, 'tis hardly novel. I ain't the first to suffer at Imperial hands. Like most folk, I used to have a mother. She was a sweet, caring woman with a smile never far from her face. There was a sister, too. Pretty little thing she was, gentle as a lamb, but tough as nails. We were poor folk, living simple lives, but we knew happiness just the same. And then the Imperials came and took it all away. When Alamigo fell, they put my family in a camp. Being a lad, I was made to do hard labor, while my mother and sister were forced to do far worse. They hid their suffering from me as best they could, but I knew, and the thought of it drove me mad. We had to escape, so I hatched a plan to get us all out of the city. We were picking our way around a gorge not far outside the walls when they came up with us, and rather than allow themselves to be taken again, my mother and sister leaped over the edge before my very eyes. Heartbroken as I was, I didn't put up a fight when the Imperials clapped me in chains and dragged me back. 'Twas some years after that I escaped again, and that time I got away. I swore then I'd get revenge on the Empire and become an adventurer so as to hone my skills and earn the coin I needed. But nigh on 2 decades have since gone by, and what have I achieved? Bugger all, that's what. So you're saying there's not much money in the revenge business? Not like you lot. You ain't been here 10 minutes, and you've already done more than I managed in 10 bloody years.
You give us too much credit, Glumwant. We seek only to rescue our friends.
Well, what's more important than that? And any road, after you've got your friends back, you plan on going after the Empire, and don't pretend you ain't. I've helped a few folks on the Imperials take on the Imperials over the years, and every time I have, it's helped stave off my appetite for revenge. But somebody tells me I won't be going hungry for a while, what with everything you've got planned.
And you are sure that will satisfy you? If you wish to strike back at the Empire with your own hand, you need only say the word. We would be glad to have you with us.
Tempted though your offer is, I'm afeard I must decline. I swore I'd get revenge on the Empire, 'tis true, but I've long since realized that the front lines are no place for a man like me. There's some as would call me craven, but I prefer to think of myself as a realist. My talents lie in scheming, you see, not swordplay. Helping folk like you is how I can make the most difference. But that's quite enough storytelling for one day. Best not keep your friends waiting any longer. I'll be praying for your safety and success. May Rolgar give you strength. And Biggs is sitting there just petting the lower jaw of the armor the whole time.
Wherever the Empire goes, misery invariably follows in its wake. For the sake of all who call Eorzea home, we must put an end to Gaius' ambitions. But first, we have friends to rescue. Biggs, Wedge, and I will lie in wait east of Castrom's sentry, just outside the stronghold's patrol perimeter. Join us when you're ready. Oh, don't forget to wear your disguise, or this will be the shortest rescue mission in history. Bum, bum. So I gotta put that icky armor on again. Ew. I still don't know for certain if they got all the previous owner's blood out of the inside. And it does nothing for my stats. It's just plain old boring armor. Doesn't give me any vitality or intelligence boosts to make my attacks hit harder. Although that would be real impressive right there. Again, I say that just about every time this mount comes up. But just riding into an area, riding a mount like this, you know it's got to be impressive and intimidating. Especially considering technically my character's not at a level to have fought Behemoth yet. To tame it enough to ride it. Oh, wait. Didn't quite get out of the way of that one fast enough. Peculiar light, that looked more like some darkness than light. Okay. They're out of the way. Forgive me for saying so, but you look rather fine in Imperial black and crimson. Definitely your colors. But now is not the time for jests. I like the hairs just coming under the eyepiece a little bit over the eye. Let's review the infiltration plan. Castrom's sentry lies just beyond. A short while ago, an Imperial patrol left to do its rounds. Alphino and I will create a diversion out here and keep them occupied for as long as we are able. Meanwhile, the three of you will enter the stronghold, posing as the patrol returning from duty. Should Alphino and I prove less distracting than hoped, I will contact you via Link Pearl. Be ready to beat a hasty retreat. You got it, dude. That's a heck of a way to mount up onto a piece of Magitech like that. Wedge will lead the way in the Reaper. Stay close to him. And I hardly need to tell you this, but don't do anything suspicious. Don't look suspicious, just be delicious. Oh, unless you wonder, Yida and Y'shtola left shortly before you arrived. We had planned that they should linger in the vicinity to cover our retreat in the event that Alphino and I attracted too much attention. But the approach of an Imperial vehicle forced us to improvise. Don't be too disappointed. They did at least leave a message for you. Something along the lines of, don't do anything reckless, if memory serves. Wise words. Alright, the Imperial patrol should be returning any moment now. You'd best be off. Good luck, Caden. May the 12 keep you. You got the shimmer of the high-powered Aether in the area. And we're in.
You have spirit. That I will allow. Yet you struggle to the benefit of none, least of all, yourself. This echo of yours intrigues us. We desire only to understand it, and for that we need your help. You wish to be rid of the icons, do you not? You would have saved yourself a great deal of torment had you accepted our aid from the beginning.
Oof. And given the kind of gloves and gauntlets she has on, just being slapped by her cannot feel good.
Tell me everything, and I shall end it quickly. Refuse, and though you beg for death, you shall not have it. Which will it be?
Refuse.
As you wish, my dear Minfilia. Unpleasant though it will be for all concerned, you leave us no choice but to employ more rigorous methods of study. Be so kind as to deliver the prisoners to Castrum Meridianum.
Yes, milady.
So we're going from the central to the century. So the 100, Castle 100 to Castle Middle. Okay? I best get back to my duties. The supplies aren't going to move themselves. Neither are the prisoners, come to that. Oh, that's right. I need to salute these guys. Oh, my apologies. I didn't notice you there. So engrossed was I in my task. You'd be engrossed too, had the Tribunus commanded you to arrange for the prisoners to be transported. What prisoners do I speak of? You mean you haven't heard? Only the infamous Scions of the Seventh Dawn, captured by the Tribunus herself. If you don't believe me, have a look in the storage tower when next you pass that way. Ah, that's a fine salute. Part of the maintenance crew from Occidens, are you? Welcome to Castrum Century, engineer. What? Prisoners? Ah, you've heard the rumors then. Yes, they're being held in the storage tower, but I strongly suggest you pay them no mind. You are summoned here to work, not to gawp at Eorzea's defeated heroes. Now, show a bit of enthusiasm, or I'll have you reported. Shouldn't I be at my post? I suppose so, but such things don't seem to matter anymore. I've fallen for one of the prisoners. She's all I can think about of late. Am I a deviant for wanting her to salute me? Greetings, comrade. Forgive me for asking, but you haven't visited the storage tower recently, have you? I only ask because I dropped something in there, and, oh, who am I fooling? I've fallen for one of the prisoners, all right? I dare say, you know the one I mean, eh? The svelte blonde? Goodness, no. It's the Lalafellin lass I'm smitten with. She's so adorable it hurts. I want to sweep her up into my arms and squeeze her till my arms ache. What do you reckon it would take to convince the Centurion to lend me the keys so I can see her? Yeah, no. Nope. No hugging Tataru till she pops. What's this? You need access to the storage tower? What business have you there? At the Tribunus' behest, you say? This is highly irregular, but it would not do to make my lady wroth. Take my identification key. See that it is returned when your errand is concluded. Hit.
Security's tight, just as we expected. We're gonna need a special key if we want to get past this bulkhead.
So here, have a special identification key. So, Wedge, you gonna get in your armor there, or do I need to come over there and toss you up like Biggs does? Steel door. Totally didn't think that said secret door for a second there. Nope, not at all. Hope it's not too tough of a fight. Because I don't have my proper armor on. No!
Minfilia, and the rest. Thank goodness they're safe.
I'm the one you want. Leave the others be. If you harm my friends, I swear I shall take my own life, and you shall answer to your mistress. Oriange, Papalimo, Tataru. Tataru, we must do something.
We risk letting the entire castrum know we're here. Aye, you're right. We may not get a better chance. This is the third squadron. What is it?
A Reaper? Seized when? And this came to light only now?
The culprits will have left a trail. Take as many men as you need and scour the area. I want that Reaper found. Now's our chance.
You mean this Reaper right here?
What the? Strike my last! Eliminate the intruders!
Well, I think they're all going to know that the insurgents and invaders are here. This is going to hurt. It's going to interrupt me too. Yep. I mean, there are more pressing matters at hand. I gotta target the rope bond, not Papalimo himself. Okay, took out the healer first, so minimize the amount of effort we have to go through to take out the others. And the fight is over. See a medicus or a healer coming in, take him out. Caden, I was so scared. It was foolish of you to come here. You might have been killed. But thank you. I shudder to think what might have happened had you not arrived when you did. I say, did you not see Thancred anywhere? I'm beginning to fear for the fellow. To linger here shall yield us no answer. Let us away ere the window to our liberty closes shut. AKA, let's get the hell out of Dodge. What did you say? Escaped? Then recapture them. Fail, and I shall have your head. I did kind of notice, it seemed like hearts sideways on the main front door. Kind of reminded me of the Queen of Hearts from Alice in Wonderland. And now she's saying, essentially, off with your head if you fail her. And what have we here? Y'shtola. The Tribunus herself, just as you said. You have the eye of an Araman, Yida. Well, she's kind of hard to miss in that showy armor of hers. Accursed scions, how did you slip our defenses? With unexpected ease, if truth be told. There chanced to be a commotion outside the castrum's walls, which allowed us to avail ourselves of the comforts of your vehicle. He's told just being polite. That was one of the most uncomfortable things I've ever stowed away in. It's no wonder it's called the Phantom Train. No passenger would be seen dead on it. So you scuttled in amidst the freight, like the vermin you are. I shall be sure to have words with our rat-catcher. Such negligence is unforgivable. This is far from your most pressing concern. First you must answer for your own wrongdoing, Livia Sasjunius. 'Twas you who led the raid on the Waking Sands. You who butchered unarmed men and women for the crime of being unworthy of capture. You killed our friends. We'll never forgive you. Nor shall we suffer you to plague Eorzea a day longer. Betake you to your guard.
More intruders. Protect the Tribunus.
Confound it. Yida, with me. Clang. Oh, nice moves.
After them.
Where is His Excellency?
In the hangar, my lady, in discussion with our guest.
Alert him at once.
Yes, my lady.
No, 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 no!
There they are. Fan out and surround them.
Must protect Tataru. Biggs, I'm going in. See everyone to safety.
No, Wedge, don't do it.
I'd kind of like to say don't do it now.
Oh no, Caden, hold them off. I'll look after Minfilia and Tataru.
It's a fight. Let's get this guy off of Urianger so he can help with others. I forgot Urianger had a carbuncle at this point. Nope, 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 nope. Oh, so there's something generating its shield. Read the dialogue, it helps. Okay. Now we're actually doing some damage. Just had to find the shield generator and take it out. These guys have shields. So there's the other one has a shield generator somewhere too. Let's take this one out. There it is. Just had to go find which little corner it was hiding in. But I wouldn't give for a limit break right now. Can't do that during a solo duty. Okay. Colossus, you can drop dead anytime now. Just gonna pull him over here a bit. Got him. I just had to remember about the shields. Okay. Guards behind us. Guards in front of us. Let's go dive off for a swim. So I think I've seen this setup before.
Take the leader, kill the rest.
Oh, nice timing, Y'shtola.
What the?
The Y'shtola! Pray, forgive us our delay.
Do not piss her off.
Popolino, Minfilia, Ida!
What took you so long?
Well, it's nice to see you too. The reunion must wait. Right. First things first.
Yes, let's get back to being heavily outnumbered.
You ditched your Magitech armor. Fool of a Lalafell!
Well, excuse me. She's all yours if you think you can do any better.
So we protected the armor earlier.
But there's no one in there.
So now the armor's going to protect us.
This is Sid. Can you hear me? I need you to count to 5, then jump. Understood?
I guess.
1, 2,
3.
4.
Yep. Flying ship hanging down below the edge of the cliff. Well, everybody's trapped. Yep. Standard escape method.
I know not which is more pitiful. The charlatans who rule Eorzea, or the masses that clamor for their implausible panaceas. I see that which they cannot. This realm founders for want of a ruler with true power. The power to cast down icons.
You mean like me?
If you continue to deny this truth, it is the people who will suffer. Embrace reason.
What in the 7 hells?
Weapon. Ultima.
Oh, it's here.
12 preserve us. They finished it. Ultima weapon.
So it has a name.
It is a relic of ancient Alag, excavated from its resting place deep beneath Alamigo. The Alagons used it to crush primal and foe alike, and now the Garleans mean to do the same.
Damn you, Gaius! Look! There, beside the Black Wolf. An Ascian.
Yep.
An overlord, no less. His garb attests to that.
La Habrea. It could only be him.
It is La Habrea, yes. There's more to it. It's also Thancred.
Thancred! He was La Habrea? No. No, this cannot be.
We have to go now! Hang on!
Thancred! No!
I mean, if you want to destabilize a group, join them and then, give all their plans to the enemy. Because really the Ascians are the enemies to both sides.
All that time, the enemy was beside me, and I never even suspected. And to think that it was I who suggested that Thancred investigate the Ascians. How could I have been so blind?
That couldn't have felt good.
The enemy knew our every move, and where to find us. Confound it all! No, this is not the time for self-doubt. The Alliance leaders staked their hopes on the Scions, but now they believe us all dead or missing. When they learn of the Empire's new weapon, we cannot be certain what they will do. We must go and offer them what assurances we can that defeat is not inevitable.
Cryle, this is Minfilia.
The situation
I
may
am
have
in
taken
some
an
haste,
ill
so
turn,
forgive me if I seem brusque.
but the battle is
The
far
item
from
I
over.
requested.
And so long as we stand together,
Wonderful.
there shall ever be hope
I'm
of
sorry
victory.
to press, but we need it urgently. How soon can it be delivered? I am in your debt, my friend.
I'm trying to catch more of Minfilia's
People of
conversation there with
Eorzea
Cryle.
falter for want of such hope. Let us provide it. Let us bear to them the tidings that the Scions of the Seventh Dawn are returned. Matters are coming to a head. I hope we can count on you.
Well, it wouldn't be much of a game if you
My
couldn't.
regards to grandfather. I am ready. Let us pay a visit to the Council of the Alliance leadership.
Raoban. Hells take the Black Wolf and his new toy.
I'll rally all available forces. I want them ready to move upon my word. And relay to Slafferson the order to sail. That is all. There'll be a lot of voices I'm going to get wrong. I'll warn you of that right now. The Maelstrom stands ready. What of the flames?
Ready as we're like to be. I need only give the word to Royale.
Has there been no word from Ishgard?
None. The dragons have got their tongues.
Silent to the last. I was unwise to hope for better. I still say that's an upside-down unicorn on the centerpiece of her necklace there. Would that this... What would stir the Archbishop to open his holy mouth, if not this? And he claims the fury for his god? 'Tis bad comedy. The Holy See has made its choice. We will proceed without its cooperation. That's a heck of a poof at the bottom of that dress. I believe we are all acquainted with the terms of the Black Wolf's ultimatum. We must agree upon a course of action. Not less than the fate of Eorzea hangs upon the decision of this council.
Van Balsar claims to wield the power to smite primals.
Should we yield to him, he pledges to rid the realm of its false gods, yet offer resistance, and he swears that we shall share the primal's fate.
Pardon me my bluntness, but I like not these choices.
It's too great a decision for any one of our nations to make alone. Choose we surrender or resistance, we must answer as one. For if but one surrenders, the rest shall surely fall. Let us pray for the wisdom to do right by all our peoples. Okay. So we are back here. We're back in Ul'dah. They're having a meeting to decide the fate of the world, or at least the continent, upstairs. So once the NPCs render in, I'll finish off this quest, and then we'll actually go ahead and wrap this up. Cid. Minfilia. Thancred's plight troubles us all, yet we cannot allow anything to come between us and our goal. So long as the Ultima weapon exists, Eorzea will never know peace. Let us go to the Alliance leaders, Caden, and help them to make the right decision. Still not quite level 50. Now let me get out of that uniform anyway. So we will start this quest and the discussions with the Alliance leaders next episode. Be sure and give the video a like, give the channel a subscribe, and ring ding rang clang that bell so you get notifications when these videos go up and other things appear on the channel. I want to thank you very much for watching. If you liked the video, share it with your friends. If you didn't like the video, share it with your enemies. Have yourself a good day. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye now.